Hello everyone. So today is Sunday the 11th of October and it marks my 30th week of pregnancy. I cannot believe how fast this has gone. I'm well over halfway now, it's ridiculous. Anyway, so I think my last update was 21 weeks, something like that. So I thought it was about time I did one because quite a few things have changed since my last update. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing being pain. I'm just going to go ahead with the most depressing part of the pregnancy so far, and that is pain. I think a lot of it is my weight. It's obviously not helping, but I've had a couple of growth scans and they've basically revealed that she's really, really low in my pelvis, which is causing me horrifically painful SPD, which is not fun. I've got a support belt which can only do so much because, you know, I've got like extra padding as well. So I've also got crutches to help me sort of hobble around the place, which are very hard to get used to. You think that you just sort of do it, but actually, like, I forget to use them. I'm just walking along like, oh yeah, I should be using these, oops. I've also got really bad sciatica as well, which is basically you've got a nerve in your bum cheek. It's called the sciatic nerve that like shoots down your leg, and I've got it in my right leg, and sometimes that's worse than the SPD. So between the two of them, life isn't really that fun at the moment. Yeah, Jamie has been absolutely incredible. Just like anything I've asked of him, like to help me with, he's just been there. He's not moaned. I don't know if you'll ever see this, but Jamie, you are my rock. I love you. Jacob, I think he knows something's going on because occasionally he'll come up and sort of put his head on my belly, and I've sort of pointed to him. I say to him, you know, belly, and then I say mummy's belly, and then there's a baby, and he just sort of looks at me and he points at my tummy like. And yeah, so I don't know, I think he's got a hint, but then other times, you know, he comes along and headbutts me in the tummy, so yeah, not sure what that shows. My bladder is now pretty much non-existent. I'm peeing at the rate of knots. It's ridiculous. For example, I'll sort of go to bed at like 10, have a pee, and then about 10 minutes later I am absolutely bursting, desperate for another pee. It's just ridiculous. All this stuff you just forget about pregnancy, and you just remember the beautiful little movements and picture like a baby Bjorn advert. This beautiful pregnant woman, but actually it's pretty horrific. Heartburn is the bane of my life. Whether I eat, whether I don't eat, whether I eat healthily, whether I eat absolute rubbish, it is there always, 24/7. I have a tablet called omeprazole which helps, but it's sort of more a preventative rather than a cure, so you sort of have to take it before you get it, and it stops you from having it. It works really well, but I forget to take it. So yeah, that's pretty rubbish. If I was you, I would start buying stocks in Gaviscon because I've bought, I think, about 3 massive bottles so far, and I'm getting through it. Don't worry, I'm not ODing or anything, but yeah, I'm caning through Gaviscon at the moment. So yeah, get your stocks in while you can. As I said, I've had a couple of scans now. The last one I had was at 28 weeks, so 2 weeks ago. I've got another one on the 3rd of November. Basically just because I've got a raised BMI, they want to make sure that she's growing properly. So far she's growing absolutely, sort of, you've got the growth chart and she's growing on the dot, so yeah, they're not worried. It's just for precaution. It's just for precaution really. She's moving like an absolute trooper. I swear Jacob didn't move this much at this stage, but yeah, she is all over the place all the time. Her feet are like right up in my ribs, and as I said, her head is down in my pelvis. So yeah, there is always plenty of movements going on, and actually sometimes it kind of tickles. Like she'll get a foot caught in my rib or something, and I'm sat there like, oh it tickles. Not really started buying anything for her yet. I mean, we probably should, considering I'm 30 weeks, and I think like 35 weeks you start packing a hospital bag, so yeah, we should probably start buying something. I think we're going to go down the route of buying her own buggy, and just having like the cheap stroller we've got for Jacob, because What with how unwell I am, I'm unlikely to be going out anytime soon on my own with both of them. So we're not gonna need a tandem. And so far the buggy I like, I'll leave a link to it in the description, is actually on Groupon. I think it's £250 or 229, one of the two. And it's a travel system. I'm a bugger for travel systems, I love them. That's where we're getting her buggy from. There's not really a lot else we need to buy. I mean, we've got a huge bag of baby clothes for her given to us. We need to get something for her to sleep in. But besides that, I mean, we're really not going that mental, because with Jacob, you know, we spent hundreds of pounds on stuff that he really didn't need. You know, for like the first 6 weeks, you're sort of just in a baby bubble of babyness. And yeah, you really don't need a lot. So it's probably going to be as and when we need things, that'll be when we buy it. Tiredness levels are through the roof. I'm tired all the time. No matter how much sleep I get, I'm always sleepy and ready for a nap. I'm now napping when Jacob naps because I'm just absolutely shattered. It's actually quite hard to be, you know, just a standard wife really, and that sort of leads me on to my next thing about my current mental state. I thought I'd do an update about it because quite a lot of people ask me, and I get a lot of messages saying, oh, you seem to be doing so well, how do you do it? And actually I just thought I'd get in there now that I'm really not doing that well. Things are really tough at the moment with regards to the pain. I want to be, you know, running around cleaning, making dinner, just generally being the housewife that I should be. You know, it's my job to keep the place clean and tidy, and it's Jamie's job to earn the money. That's how we split it, you know. But Jamie's sort of taking on most of the cleaning responsibilities, and it's really hard because I feel like lazy, just sat there saying, oh, could you please put some washing in for me, or oh, could you do a bit of ironing, whatever. And I feel so guilty. It's actually getting me a bit emotional now, but it's just because I physically cannot do stuff, and it's so hard. And bless him, you know, he wants to get out and he wants to go out and see the world because it's a beautiful time of year, and I'm just sat at home, you know, unable to go anywhere because I'm in so much pain, you know. And then there's the depression and the agoraphobia and all of that, which I am currently having counselling for, which is cracking stuff. That's going really well. I've also got a support worker. I don't know if she's called a support worker, I don't know what her title is, but she basically comes round and, you know, she say, oh, should we pop out for a coffee or whatever. Don't like coffee, but the point is there. And she's sort of helping me get out without Jamie, because Jamie's like my crutch. I can't go anywhere without Jamie. I do still have my down days. I think this week twice I've had days where it's been really hard to get out of bed. I haven't got dressed. Sorry, I'm getting a bit emotional. It's quite hard with Jacob because I have to paint on the happy face. I won't let him see me feeling sorry for myself on the sofa, because he just doesn't deserve that. And the next step for me is getting out and experiencing life with him, because I don't want him to miss out on exploring the world because his mum's too poorly. But that's really difficult when you just sort of sat there in your pyjamas, not knowing how to motivate yourself. And it's difficult at the moment. I'm still taking my antidepressants. I'm not sure how much I was on the last time I spoke to you, but I'm on 40 milligrams of citalopram, which I'm taking every day, and I don't really know if it's helping, to be honest. I know if I don't take it I get these horrible side effects, so I'm taking it for that really. I think the bare minimum at the moment for me is not sort of focusing on myself, is making sure that my boy is happy and he's healthy, and that I'm trying really hard to make sure that he doesn't pick up on the direction that my life is headed, because he really doesn't deserve to be brought down, because he's a really good little boy. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to touch on that subject really, and make it known that although sometimes it might look like everything is rosy, it's not, and I'm struggling too, and if you're struggling, that's fine. It doesn't mean you're a failure. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, because it's really hard bringing up children. It's easily the hardest thing I've ever done. So if you're watching this and you're thinking to yourself, oh, I've put my child in front of the telly for an extra hour today, it's fine. As long as you're doing your best by your children, that's it. That's all you can do, and that's all your children can ask for really. And that's what I'm doing at the moment. I need to remember that. My squish is happy. He has a smile on his face. He's got a clean bum. He's got a full belly and a comfy bed to sleep in. There's not much else that he can ask for really. So yes, on that note, I am going to end this vlog. I didn't intend for it to become emotional, but that's what happens. You can't always guarantee that these things are going to go the way you want them to. So right now I need to just man up and stop crying. Actually, I feel like I need a good cry. I think I might go and watch The Notebook or The Lion King or something. So yes, thank you very, very much for watching this video. I'm sorry if it's not like your standard update. I don't think I've ever watched a pregnancy update, so I don't know what they entail. I just sort of witter on in front of the camera really. So yeah, I hope this was good enough for you. Feel free to give me a comment or whatever. If there's anything else you want to see or know about this pregnancy, then please let me know. Thank you again. Bye.